Hello and welcome to History's a Blast. It's November 2020 already, still in the midst of the pandemic. I want to introduce a short video that we made back in mid-July when we were camping up in Armstrong County, Pennsylvania. We took a little day trip over to Indiana, Pennsylvania, the hometown of the famous actor Jimmy Stewart. And we visited the Jimmy Stewart Museum and a couple of other places along the way. And I thought we'd share that with you now. So sit back and enjoy. And if you like the video, don't forget to click the thumbs up icon. We'd love to have you subscribe. And come back and see other videos that we're making from time to time. The Jimmy Stewart Museum is in the town of Indiana, the seat of Indiana County, where Mr. Stewart was born and raised. The county's name stems from its past as part of the Native American land in western Pennsylvania that was sold to what was then the colonial government by the Iroquois Confederation in 1768. The museum opened in May of 1995 near his 87th birthday, although Mr. Stewart couldn't attend. His last visit to Indiana was for his 75th birthday celebration back in 1983. And this bronze statue in front of the county courthouse was supposed to have been unveiled during that visit, but it wasn't ready yet. So a fiberglass facsimile stood in for it, and that fiberglass facsimile is now in the museum. Just before turning into the courthouse lawn, we passed an historical marker for a lesser-known native son of the town, African-American football star Jim Nance from the Boston Patriots in the old American Football League. Now the American Football Conference's New England Patriots in the National Football League. Between the courthouse and the library building is a very nicely done war memorial. These bronze plaques contain the names of Indiana County's war dead from the colonial period through the present. The museum is on the third floor of the Indiana Public Library building next door to the county courthouse. And just inside the entrance is this neat piece of movie theater history. We got a hoot out of the admission fee placard. Note that small children and pukas get in free. There's another reference to that classic movie Harvey later on. The museum has permanent galleries, rotating exhibits, and a theater that shows Jimmy Stewart movies every day at 1 p.m. Videoing in the museum is not allowed, but photos without flash are. So we'll include some snapshots with captions in hope of just whetting your appetite. This museum operates on a shoestring budget, supported as far as we know only by private donations, admission fees, and gift shop sales. It sees only about 6,000 visitors a year, and 10 years ago it was on the verge of shutting down when it lost its annual grant from Pennsylvania's Historical and Museum Commission due to budget cuts. Just before we visited on July the 25th, the museum had finished a complete makeover, helped by the Jimmy Stewart Museum Foundation, run by Stewart's children. And this September it received a large grant under a COVID-19 relief package. But the museum's long-term future is clearly uncertain, so it would be nice if you visited and spent some money there. Harvey occupies a prominent place in the Hollywood Gallery. They really want you to buy lots of DVDs in the museum store. After our museum visit, we looked for a place to get a bite to eat. There is still a lot of older architecture on the main and side streets in downtown Indiana, which we enjoyed seeing as we strolled around. The Old County Courthouse, now a bank, is a particularly impressive structure. There is an historical marker out front commemorating an incident in the 1840s in which armed local citizens defied the Federal Fugitive Slave Act to release a captured 12-year-old runaway slave. Just across the street from the courthouse, we were drawn to this eclectic set of old buildings. We found our place to have late lunch a couple of blocks back toward the museum on the other side of the street. It's called the Coney, and it was open for outdoor dining in keeping with Pennsylvania's COVID guidelines on this July day. Well, we hope you enjoyed this short look at the Jimmy Stewart Museum in downtown Indiana, Pennsylvania, and that you'll check out some of our other videos as well. Thanks for watching. Please click the thumbs up icon to like the video and share with your friends via email or social media. I'd love to have you subscribe, and if you do, please click the little bell icon so you'll get notifications whenever I post a new video. Goodbye.